It's a new law that went into effect in September. Gives the local TxDOT engineers the ability to reduce the speed limit 5 to 10 miles per hour per section during times of inclement weather, times of heavy traffic or congestion, times when they may see fit to lower the speed limit to reduce any kind of crashes. This is still being tested. It's still kind of in a testing phase throughout the state. Once those kind of kinks get worked out, and when they kind of determine that this is going to work, they're going to put it in a pilot location or a few locations around the state first before it's implemented everywhere across the state. And so it's something that we will take seriously. We do what we can to promote safety. This was looked at, and it's going to be studied even more to make sure it's done right.
Something that I actually do want to hit on now that we're doing this. This is something that people will see around here this winter, right?
Not yet. Right now we're still kind of in the testing phase. We want to make sure it's done right. We want to make sure it's not just something that's thrown out there. They're still working on how it's done through the sensors during inclement weather. Sensors will be used to look at surface friction, things like that. They will alert the engineer when things are not looking optimal for motorists on the roadway. And so as far as this Christmas or this winter season, no, it won't be into effect yet. I mean, we have the ability to put it into place, but it won't be done yet how we want it done. And so still through the testing phase, through the pilot program in those certain locations throughout Texas. After that, we're looking to implement it here in the Tyler district.
Okay, so tell me about what you're going to see once you're going to this area. So it'll be a stretch of road, and what will drivers see and how big it'll be?
It'll be similar to the speed limit signs you see now. Some will be digital. That will give engineers some leeway, some ability, the ability to change the speed limit when needed. It won't be, someone won't be driving down at 70 and all of a sudden see it'll change. We'll get word out. There'll be plenty of communication. It'll be times mainly of inclement weather, especially here in the East Texas area, winter weather, things like that. So it'll be at least 5 to 1,000 feet before that speed limit change goes in. So you'll start seeing the warnings. Again, it's just mainly put into place. It'll be used times when we see fit to reduce the speed limit to ensure safety of our drivers.
Let's talk about enforcement of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're working with law enforcement. We know law enforcement is super busy these days, but we are working with them. They are aware of this law that went into effect. And so working with them to make sure they're aware of our plans moving forward, how we're going to use it to make sure that they are aware of those plans as well. Where those speed limit changes are going to happen, we will make sure to get the word out. We're communicating with them constantly. But again, it's still in the testing phase. It's still in a time that we're making sure all those things are taken care of. And so once it does go into full effect, we will be working with law enforcement.
Let's talk about going into the winter season, being safe on the roads. Obviously, this is an effect of the freeze back in 2021. So
we encourage everyone to watch the news, listen to the radio, stay up to date on drivetexas.org. That's the TxDOT website that updates roadway conditions. We encourage people to do that. If there's warnings that there's icy roads out there, icy bridges. If you don't have to drive, we encourage people to stay home. If you don't have to, you stay in. If you have to get out, watch your speed, reduce the normal driving habits, your normal driving speed that you normally drive, reduce that. Make sure you are paying attention, make sure both hands are on the wheel. Make sure you're doing all you can to stay safe, because it can take a split second to lose control of your vehicle. Again, encourage everyone to visit drivetexas.org. We update our maintenance crews that are out on the roads during winter weather. They update that, gives you an idea of which roadways, which bridges are icy. We update that as quickly as possible. I-20 is one of our Tier 1 roadways, one of the roadways that obviously most motorists use through East Texas area. And so when winter weather does hit, it's one of our main priorities. We hit it first with bridges and things like that. And so this variable speed limit law when those get implemented, I-20 could be obviously a Tier 1 road, and so it'll be one of the first places that we would look into using this variable speed limit. And again, it's still in the early phase. We want to make sure we get it right, but drivers, motorists on I-20 can expect sometime in the future that this could be put into place.
So talk about time frame. Obviously you said that in the Tyler district you're not expecting to see this because it's in testing, but in the future, when do you expect to see it really?
I'm not sure really on the time frame. I know we've been told that it's still in the testing phase. It's getting still getting I guess perfected. It will be put in pilot locations throughout the state. I don't think they've identified those yet, but once it gets tested even more, make sure all the kinks are worked out, then it'll probably be rolled out for the different districts across the state.